There you are. Welcome to the Charlie Show. Man, I'm so glad that you guys are filling in, joining in. We're live on YouTube. Let me get the camera right. See, we're live, so I can't edit any mistakes out. So what you see is what you get. This is a continuation. Let me tell you, let me put you on game. First of all, let me tell the people that. So pardon me for being a little bit rude, but I do got to tell everybody. But what I am trying to do, it's still on. Oh, it's a delay. So it should. Eventually. Yeah. There you go. Did it do it? Hey, if you can see me, so I see people joining in. So if you can see and hear me, drop a W in the chat. Drop a W. If you can see, you can hear me. This is the soft launch. So I see people coming in, reeling in. So drop a W in the chat if you can hear. Okay, good. All right, I'm talking to a wall right there. Right now, you guys don't see anything. You don't see, you don't hear, you don't see anything right now. So again, where was I? Yeah, so it's live. This is my first live show, bro. So I'm excited. Uh, what I usually do is inspiration interviews, but I want to do my own show. But what better way to figure out what I want to do in that show than doing a continuation of inspiration interviews? So if you guys look in my description, you'll see where all of the other interviews are that I've done in the past that are like chopped up, edited, professionally produced and whatnot. Go check those out after that. But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Today's episode is brought to you by y'all. So continue to drop stuff in the chat, interact with us because we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about, we're gonna inspire, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry, and we're gonna make it do what it do, bro. So without further ado, I'm not alone. And if you looked at the title, it already gave it away. But one of my friends, one of my day one best friends, is here, man. And we're all getting older, we're all growing up, we're all having our busy schedule. So I'm so thankful that he is here. But he is here in the building today. Who am I talking about? Cameron Sneed. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. There he is. There he is. And let us know if you can hear us and whatnot. Drop a W for Cam in the bit. I realized that I forgot what I was saying.
I don't think anybody's ever known my middle name.
Is this? Hold on, chat. Is this the time we can find out Cameron's middle name?
No.
All right. Never mind. Fine. We'll see. By the end of it, you'll be enjoying yourself so much. You'll be like, I want to. Maybe. So look, man. So one of the reasons why I had to get you is for so many reasons. But your father was the last episode that I had. I did some moving. We did some relocating. You guys are now located in the C studio. You guys are located in the lab. So in the transition of moving, I haven't dropped an episode in a while, but I had to get you on. And speaking of that, you guys can hear me? Hold on. Let me do something real quick so you guys can hear me even better. Because what I realized is that this mic isn't picking up anything. So let me do some technical stuff. I guarantee you guys you're gonna hear me better. One sec. And this is why it's a soft launch. This is exactly why it's a soft launch. I can guarantee you guys hear me better now. Do you hear me better now? Let me know something. Yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know. I'm gonna wait till I see a couple thumbs up or thumbs down. I think you guys can hear me better. There are certain people who I probably shouldn't have invited.
It's my brother.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that y'all get it. Where was I? So, speaking of that, so somebody said, yes, we can hear you better with big sleeves. But this is why I have this on because you have a connection to this place. I threw this on because I had a guest from Chicago, from Chi-Town, man. Well, so how because you born in well, I won't say but
No, I was born in Memphis.
and then
In Memphis, what hospital it was?
okay, so,
Memphis in Germantown, I think.
so whoever the fact, yeah, my fact checker, my interns, we're gonna have to have a serious one-on-one.
Not all the way though, because my family is from Chicago.
All right, keep it job.
My family is from Chicago. My dad, whole side of the family from Chicago. So I would stay in Chicago during the summer. And then when school, like literally it'd be like a day or two after school got out, go to Chicago and stay there all summer until like a week or two before school started. Come back here. Until that was as long as until I started playing sports, like competitive sports. Then it was all my summers. So, but then even like when I did period, I still go and stay in Chicago for 2 weeks.
It's a lot of travel back and forth. Which one do you like better though? Chicago. I mean,
Chicago.
why? Yeah, I'm born and raised in Memphis. I mean, I can't not take offense to that.
Don't get me wrong. I love Memphis. I literally had Memphis tattooed on me. But Chicago is, I tell everybody, Chicago is Memphis like times 10. Like everything Memphis could be, Chicago is that. Like, Memphis could be, the downtown could be better, the food could be better. We got it, like it's just got a lot of everything, and it's a lot of nostalgic memories also. Chicago, so
I've only been to Chicago once, and my sister had an internship there. And huh?
you sweet.
I can't make my. Can you believe that my wife and her family is from like the Chicago, Indianapolis area and whatnot, man? And I still ain't never been, but like I've only had like one hot dog there. I ain't gonna lie, it was big. It was big. Maybe I went to the wrong place though. I think he's gonna ask that, but I couldn't find the place.
Chicago has the best food in the country.
Best wings?
Best food. All right, overall food scene is Chicago.
Is there anything that Memphis is better than Chicago in? Like at least the wing.
Barbecue and wings for sure. But they wing different than we do. Like
okay, I can see that.
They bread their chicken. They bread their chicken and then put the mild sauce on top of it. That's amazing. But Memphis is just like straight out the package, wash it into the fryer, and then you toss it to the.
See, I should have had some Chicago food for you. I threw the little jersey on and whatnot. But you know what's crazy is when I went to Chicago, you know, because everybody in Chicago knows each other. I'm like, do you know Cam? Like, I'm best friends with the man Cam. I'm like, bro, they had some interesting stuff.
What they say?
Did you know there's? Did you know that you had some pictures going around of you, bro?
What they say?
I gotta show you, bro. I gotta show chat too. Hold on now. Bear with me as I'm adjusting to all of the technical aspects of things. I gotta show chat.
Oh man!
I gotta show chat.
It's worse on my brother than it is on me.
I like. Chat. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see what I'm seeing? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Y'all can see what I'm seeing now. Do we see what we are seeing? This is. I need some context behind this picture. When I went to Chicago, this is what they laid down.
First of all, I got like a size 18 head right here. Like, bro, my head is so big on this jump.
Maybe it's the angle. It could be the angle.
Nah, I got other pictures. Wow. my head out.
You see like the flash right here kind of reflecting off the forehead. Like
Well, what happened was me and my brother got fighting in Chuck E. Cheese.
it looked like you beat him up.
Probably. Like, so we got to fight, and instead of whooping us, they made us hug in Chuck E. Cheese, and we couldn't go play.
There we go. W. Barrington. Let's clap one time.
As you can see, I don't really care.
Yeah, no, you look unfazed in that. You definitely look unfazed. But is that, do you remember if that was Chicago or
That was Memphis. This is Memphis.
this is Memphis with the snow?
Yep. This is at my house.
Wow,
I live here now.
that's crazy. You know what's my favorite part of this picture?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember this?
No, I've never seen this picture before.
My sources told me that you might not have seen some of these pictures that
I
I have.
have never seen this.
So now I'm educating you on you. I like the SpongeBob,
Yeah, I remember that.
but you don't remember the picture.
I don't remember the picture.
You don't remember you posting like this. It's not.
I remember my mama got another picture of me and my brother and this, we were older that I remember. I don't remember this though. Like not even a little bit. It for sure.
That's you. That's what they been sending. Hold on, let me read chat. What's chat saying? What's chat saying? Ooh, I ain't know. Somebody said no. It was big. I guess they saying that because
It's my own mama. It's crazy.
I wasn't gonna say no name, but you got it's like
It's crazy.
I ain't said that.
It's crazy.
All right, we got 3 more pictures to get through, bro. We're going down memory lane.
Okay. I remember this picture. I think I remember this picture. It's another picture I got like this. I was in vacation Bible school, and they made us color our hair. It's a picture just like this, but I got like red, white, and blue hair.
I don't like how you jumped the gun. You may not have known that it's coming up, and you went ahead. I knew I should have put that picture first. I knew I should have picked that picture first, bro. Because this is the picture you talking about.
Yep.
No, he already explained. He said this was like
That just look super sassy, bro. What was I? What? Come on, bro.
Yeah. I was originally gonna have this as the thumbnail.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's gonna make people join right here. See what they got going on.
That's crazy work.
But you said this was some like vacation Bible school.
Vacation Bible school.
And last one, we gotta end on some songs.
Okay.
We gotta end on some songs.
This was in daycare. We had a pageant that I was in. I won the pageant. Mr. Happy Times. Yeah, I've been doing it. I've been doing it. What's crazy? What's crazy? My best friend, we met there.
Do I know your best friend? Because we know
You do know my best friend. You probably don't know she is my best friend, but you know.
Okay. I see. I feel it. That's crazy. I mean, because we grew up around the same people at this point, man. So, well,
But my folks, if you ever been to Six Flags, you ever seen the Six Flags commercial?
with that dude that's like,
Small dude.
and he's like dancing outside the bus.
That's what they say. Look like. Every time they show their picture, they be like, because they used to have a slogan, they look like, more fun, more flags, Six Flags.
Six Flags commercial. Old man dancing. This guy.
This is.
Hold on, chat.
There once was a town that worked so hard.
They said they look like in that picture. This is what he looked like. Wow.
Crazy.
They make you dance.
But I have always been a dancer.
You did. You got.
I've always been a dancer, so I probably didn't have to try that hard.
You
Honestly.
got some rhythm in you. I do remember that. I remember you and your older brother, y'all was on a step team. And I used to think that was the coolest thing. You and your cousin, because we all was in a youth group together for some context. And this is a part, it's perfect segue into what I'm about to talk about anyways. But like, man, y'all used to be so, y'all used to be, and I used to just be in the corner.
You unlocking memories I forgot about.
Man, you the one with the good memories, and you remember majority of those, man. But another thing that, because let's clear it. After 50 years of knowing each other, he was dancing when he was in the room and never stopped.
My mama said that if anytime somebody talk about me, this, my mama is 100% gonna say that.
Somebody called you Baby Robin. I guess with the.
That's crazy.
I guess.
Who said that?
We're not gonna get to check it out. Because then I'll have to show you. You're gonna say that's cool. Then I'm gonna have to show you pictures. Then you're gonna say what he looked like. Then y'all gonna, yeah.
It's gonna be over with. I'm gonna peel that man.
And let me tell you something. After 50 years of being friends, a lot of those years, I grew up a little jealousy, man. A little jealousy. Because you had the rhythm, you had the clean cut, but one of the things you had that I struggle with is you had the grades. Dude, you were smart and art smart. Be like, where you going, man? But no, like you were so smart. Like I remember constantly, like people, you know, again, we were brought up in the same youth group, and people will be like, these kids are doing so much. They're doing great things and having good grades, and they'll be a Cameron like, Cameron has 3 days. Cameron is going so well, and then Charles is. I mean, he's there.
He got perfect attention.
He shows up everything. So, yeah, but that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Is because one thing that I never understood about you, but we were touching on. We saw each other like a couple months back or whatever that was, and we touched on it. But I told him, save it for when we get here. You had a perfect score in the ACT. You had like a dang near 36 or 37 or whatever, however.
The highest I ever actually got was a 28 or 29. The only reason, well, I'm gonna let you finish. I know.
No, continue, because it goes into my next question.
I believe he was about to say I had this ACT score and I didn't use it. The story behind it was my parents just told me if I could get a 30 on the ACT, I get a brand new car off the lot, brand new. I never get it. So I was like, of course I'm gonna try to get it. I think I took it for the first when we had that ACT boot camp at the church. Well, I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade, maybe. I think it was summer after 8th grade. That was the first time I took it. I made it 21. So that
every time you take it, made it 21 was crazy.
Yeah, that was. I think that's when they told me that. So I took it twice a year, pretty much, for the next 3 years. And so my junior year, I took it and I was like, you know what? I had taken it like 6 times, and I was like, you know what? If I don't get the 30 this time, it just ain't meant for me to go to college. And I got a 28 or 29, whatever it was. And I was like, well,
sit on what I did. Sit down. You know what my parents told me? Son, can you please just make it 15? At least 15. When I first took the ACT, I remember, I'll never forget this. They just put me in because they could. I think it was like free or something. They just kind of just went in, just see how I would do. Yeah. They probably was thinking like Cameron just went in there and made it 21. So why don't we just put him in there? I made 13.
I know people who made it worse. Believe it or not.
That's not making me feel any better.
I know somebody who made a 9.
Drop your ACT scores in the set.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Now you could have lied to me. Buddy told me he made a 9.
I mean, I was in double digits.
That's what I'm saying.
I was in double digits. Guess what I ended with?
20.
That's so generous of you, man.
Well, that's generous. I'm gonna say 16.
Look up.
18.
There.
Okay.
Man,
You graduated, got a college degree. You got nothing. You got a master's degree, don't you?
I did not have my I'm not going back to school. I don't think I have to. So if you guys like, comment, and subscribe, I won't have to do any of this. So keep that in mind. But at the same time, that's what I'm so curious about. I want to talk about that decision as the youth is coming up and whatnot, because you're still successful, you're still doing your thing, man. And I want to talk about how was your experience? What do you feel about your decision? And let's just talk about, because if you don't already know, and I'll let you tell it better than I. Why is my chat right now? What is going on? So look, why are we talking to each other? My front is missing a chromosome. You know who his front is?
I do know who his friend is.
We're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna start pulling up pictures of him and showing the whole chat.
I told you, we can start. We can build. We can change the whole agenda.
This is not on the agenda.
Pull pictures up and just start.
But anyways, so I want to talk about that transition from having a perfect ACT score and going and enlisting. How does that process work?
I can tell you exactly what happened that made me go. Of course, I already told you I didn't get to 30, so I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm gonna go to the Navy, or at this point, yeah, I still got it. I can go to college. I was like, I don't think I want to. So my junior year, now in school, like you said, I always got good grades. Now by the time I got to high school, junior year, I'm tired of this. I don't even care to do this no more. So I got really, really lazy. And then we had a 10-page paper due, Miss Love class, AP, what it was, AP, one of AP class.
That I could never get into.
10 page. Dang, I feel like a big man.
Honey, go.
That's crazy. Anyway, 10-page paper. We had a month to do this paper. 30 days. I waited till the night before it was due to do the paper, right?
And you got it.
I actually don't remember. I think I may have got it. I think I did get it.
You were one of them kids.
But this was the first time I had to do an all-nighter. Like
Yeah.
I didn't sleep at all. I thought it was gonna be like it was. Had I just sat down and focused, I probably could have did the paper in like 2 hours, 3 hours. But I was procrastinating and like short attention spans. I'm like doing whatever. Like it took me so long to do that.
Yeah.
But anyways, after I turned the paper in, I came home and I was like, I promise, I'm never ever doing that again.
Exactly.
And shortly after, I ended up in a Navy recruiter's office, and this was my junior year. After junior year, it was before junior year. It was the summer before my junior year. No, it was sometime during my junior year.
Yeah.
Because we had to apply to colleges or whatever, and I just never did it. I got forced to apply to Southwest by my guidance counselor. Like she literally sat me down, made me apply to Southwest. Hope scholarship.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Whatever free one is.
Because I'm over here struggling to get into college, and because I think the requirement was 18, and wow, just making me feel all the better. So yeah, so you get there, you're in the Navy recruiter's office, and this is foreign territory for me. I have no clue how it works. I just know that you guys have good benefits, if I'm not mistaken.
You talking like from the recruiter's office? So once you go into the recruiter's office, it's basically the first time it's like, hey, I want to do this. You do a bunch of paperwork, like, have you ever broken anything, all that background. And then I'm like, hey, we're gonna give you a call to take you to MIPS. If you're serious about this, I'm gonna set you up a date. Well, actually, before you can go to MIPS, you gotta do practice ASVAB.
Yeah.
So that's to let them know you're serious. I'm gonna practice ASVAB. I think the highest you can get is a 99. I got 86. Yeah, I got 86.
Dude, what is it? We need to trade brains.
Man, if I could go back, I would do it different, honestly. But
we'll get
there.
Yeah, so before we get to that, because I want to talk about that, I want to know how was your experience with that? Because I have no clue like what goes on and whatnot. And you don't have to. I know I'm sure that there's discrepancies and stuff, and of course, thank you for this, but I'm sure that there's some government stuff that I can't know, and I don't want to be tracked down and stuff. So, but how was it?
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible until I got to the boat. Like boot camp was so fun. I would go to boot camp again. If I get the same group of people in my boot camp, I would do it again. Most people hated boot camp. I loved it.
Like did a bunch of running and getting
running, yeah, all that. But we didn't take anything serious. Like it was just a bunch of unserious people. Like, and I was like, so you got like leadership roles in the division or whatever. I was the leader of my division. I didn't even want to do that. I wanted to just be the one that called cadence, to sing the cadence in the back. I like to sing. That's what I came. They want to get on the commercials and like, so that's what I want to do. But they told me like, you're gonna do this because the guy we had sucks. So you're gonna do this. So I did it, and I had rhythm. He didn't have rhythm, so he couldn't march. Everybody else they tried couldn't march.
What position is this again?
It's called RPOC, the recruit chief petty officer.
Oh, makes sense.
Recruit chief petty officer. And so they like run, they're in charge, and then up under them is A-Rock. That's who sings the cadence. They're like second in command, and there's a bunch of positions up under them. So everybody else they tried couldn't march. I never marched in my life, but it wasn't that hard to walk.
Yeah.
Drumline is my favorite movie also.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking about going to college, I wanted to go to Jackson, or I thought about going to Jackson State just because of the band.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you do that, or I was the leader, so if anybody every time somebody got in trouble, I got in trouble because I should have been a better leader.
Yeah.
But after a while, like I play sports, so it's not hard work. It's just like repetitive. One time we did 600 jumping jacks.
Water for you, probably.
No, like 300-400. Yeah, I'm like,
that extra 200. Yeah, you start feeling it.
It's because it's cardio, so you like dead tired. It's mine. But
in America, it's beautiful.
But yeah, so it was super fun because I just started like they would do stuff to try to make me mad, but it's like, bro, this is nothing to me. So like,
yeah.
Then the chief who was over us, we were just alike. Like he could tell that like I'm like used to being the funny guy, or like the life of the party. Yeah. Like he was the same way, but it's like if you know me, I'm not gonna be like that, like off rip.
Yeah.
Kind of around the people I know, yeah.
And then you warm up.
Yeah. So he could like we were so much alike that it would piss him off. He would be doing stuff that to make me mad, but he know like he don't care about this. And once I figured out that they needed me more than I needed them, because I was the only one who could lead the division. So they literally told me we can't replace you. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I was untouchable. Like we had to make our beds every morning. The female side of our division would come over to make make my bed. Like I didn't have to really do anything in boot camp. So
You were saying you just had it like that.
yes, that's how I would go back. My folks at home, they wrote me letters every day. I got mail every single day. I still got every piece of mail I got at home. Enjoy boot camp.
And
It
then
was fun.
the boat came in.
No, then I went to school.
Okay.
Then I went to school to be an IT. That was like a year and a half worth of school.
How old are you in this? Because you're like 1-2 years younger than me.
No, like 6 months.
How old are you?
About to turn 24.
I don't know why I thought you were so young.
Yeah. So then I went to school. School was fun. Well, part of it was fun. It was like college almost for us. Like once we got out of boot camp, I got my car shipped up there. I was
Rex.
because my school is in Connecticut, Groton, Connecticut. It's also where I'm stationed. An hour from Groton is Rhode Island, Boston, Hartford. New York is 2 hours. Philly is 3 hours. So everything is like that close. So every weekend is something. Every weekend you want to go to Philly, you want to go to New York. We got this in Providence, in Rhode Island. Like it was super fun. Then COVID hit and ruined all of it.
Yeah, ain't no more traveling after that.
But I was in school so long that I still was in school on the tail end of COVID. So when things opened back up, then I went to the boat. Well, then actually, I got like 2 months off of work, like just coincidentally, because I got out of school. We get an automatic 2 weeks of leave when we get out of school. Took those 2 weeks. My boat was on deployment, so I couldn't report to my boat. When I checked into the boat, I had COVID. So I got another 2 weeks off. And then by the time it was time to get to the boat, actually, they were about to go back out to sea. So I waited for them to come back.
It's not everything was lit up until now.
That terrible place called a submarine.
Oh.
Yeah, it was honestly, I love being on the submarine. Like the crew was amazing. But we would be gone so much, like because so we would deploy for 6 months at a time. But before you deploy, you gotta learn the area that you're going, you gotta practice mission fires, you gotta practice floods, you gotta practice shooting people, shooting missiles, all of this different stuff. Which means you gotta go out to sea to do all this stuff. So it's not like we prepare, and then we leave for 6 months. It's like, no, we're gone for a month, come back for a week, we're gone for another 3 weeks, and then come back for 2 weeks, and then we're gone for a month.
And just at sea like that.
Just out there storm service, practicing.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Now normally, had it not been very close to COVID, some of these trips you would have been able to port.
Mm-hmm.
But because it was coming out of COVID, we couldn't even port at some of these places. So it was terrible.
Oof. Yeah, I can only imagine. And the body out there just having to adjust to being in the water. I ain't even been on a cruise before.
And what's crazy is I know my experience is 10 times better than 90% of the people who go to submarines specifically. Because when you go on submarines, it's tough. You have to so on the submarine, you get what's called dolphins. That's like your qualification pin.
Yeah.
That's certified. They let me know that if this submarine, something happens to the submarine, I can save your life, you can save mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important that if you're on the submarine, you get your dolphins, which means when you're new and you get there, you don't do anything except get qualified. Mm-hmm. You can't watch TV when we're underway. You can barely sleep. You have to go to night study. So many different things just to qualify. Like I said, it is important, but sometimes they be extra. But see, me as IT, I was able to finesse a lot of this stuff
Yeah.
because my job was to I check all the emails. I get all the emails. I get the internet access before everybody if we got something. So people want me to be on their good side. You need to pass word reset on who you call. Like you want me on your good side. And then I started cutting hair.
The barber IT.
Which even more is like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be cool with it. So a lot of my qualifications, I just breeze through because it's just like normally when you go get the qualification, it's like tell me what you know. Convince me that you know what you're talking about, basically. Well, for me, because I was so connected, it was basically like, okay, I'll just teach it to you and then you still get our signature. So I was in like 3 months, I got enough qualifications to where I just was able to sit back and chill and nobody was saying
Eesh. Yeah, I already know how that could be. Well, I'm not, but I feel you, brother, man. And I guess before I transition into my next question, let's see what the chat had to say. I feel you, but I had the same group of people with me pledging. Still wouldn't do it again. Well, pledgism. I can't speak on what I don't know, but I do know how pledging is. A lot of people saying what's up and whatnot, man. But man, I can tell that's an experience. I wanted to bring that up from a perspective of being so book smart, and then obviously you use your skills still transferring up into there with your ability to finesse, the juice that it had, and then also it seemed like as IT flying colors, so that didn't seem like a struggle at all. So my question to you is your younger self. Your younger self is right there. Your younger self is right here. What would you tell them now? What would you do there?
I would tell my younger self to speak up because a couple days before I left, I told my girlfriend, I was like, I really won't do this.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't apply to any colleges. Going away part of the whole shebang. So I was like, but I'm kind of stuck. Honestly, I could have easily gotten out of it. Back then, I just would have had a later start. I didn't know no better, so I just went and did it anyway. I regret it, but it's like I appreciate what it got me. But I think personally, of course, anybody I talk to that went to college, or not anybody, but a lot of people I talk to went to college. Like, if I could do it again, I would went to the military. I'm in the military. Like, if I could do it again, I would do it in college. Like, I would have. Of course, I want to say I would have went to college, but it was like you kind of it's a lose either way, kind of sort of. Because most people don't get what I got out of the military the way I got it, how fast I got it. Yeah. So like I said, I finesse the government.
Can you say that? Am I about to get shot down? Is that statement gonna give me cancer?
It's nothing unless they can take the knowledge out of my brain. Nothing they can do.
I want to expand on that, man, because I feel a little different about my college experience. I've always wanted to serve, but my uncles were like, don't do that. Don't do that. Of course, my parents were like, no.
I wouldn't let anybody do it.
Yeah, my uncle made that clear, like, hey, no. So I went to college and I exceeded because I knew what I wanted to do. I've been knowing that this world is exactly what I want to do, but I'm touching basically the fact that it's how you experience things. It's how you go into it. And like for me, I made so many connections. Like even though I was making the grades finally after 20 something years, but I went in there and I made sure that I'm getting on courses, but mainly like the professors that I needed to take. I know like what can they do for me, the students who are excelling, like what can they do, the other stuff and whatnot. And I'm getting the same sense of how you said like your last statement when you went up into the Navy, like not everybody experienced it like you did because like you had that, finesse, you had that the ability to move around. So
I tell you, like my situation, I was extremely blessed to get the situation I got because my boat was so bad that like we had guys on the boat who when they got to the boat, they were like, yeah, I'm almost done with my 20 years. I'm almost done. I'm ready to get this over with. Like a year or two later, we're on the same people you have this conversation with. They're like, no, I'm getting out the moment I leave this. I'm not assigned to this boat.
Yeah.
Simply because I'm not coming back to this boat. But the possibility that I could come back to a boat as bad as this one,
Yeah. No.
made them like, I'm getting out.
Man.
So, like in the sense of me personally, I was in a really good situation, and then I got to my boat, and my boat was brand new when I got to it, so it was just all over. It was a lot. It was terrible.
I can only imagine, man. So, but hey, you did the thing. You're on the other side. We got the chance to talk to your younger self, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted you on, because like that whole thing, because I seen you do it from a distance, but I didn't get a chance to chop it up with you like you're doing now. But like it still inspired me because I'm like, whatever he did it, and he's on the other side. And then when we were talking like a couple months back, and you were saying like how you regret it, I don't know if I believe in regret itself, but it's just like the fact that you see at least the benefits on the other side. That's just the whole.
Yeah. So I like I said, I don't regret going. I regret before I left
That you
that
didn't speak up.
I didn't speak up. I regret not exploring a lot of things. Like I was good at football. I could have kept playing football, but I was like, I'm going to the military.
Mm-hmm.
I could sing. I could have kept singing, but I'm going to the military. Like a lot of stuff. After a while, like I said, I got lazy. I just didn't care no more. So I was just like, if I could go back to my younger self, I would try to tell them to care more about and explore the talents more, because now it's like, okay, well then which one do I pick?
So I and you know you, but the people and some of these people are still getting to know you. So what I love to do as we conclude inspiration interviews, you call it the Charlie. So like I said at the beginning, still rebranding and all this, but we got to make sure that everything that we talk about is true. So I always have something at the end, okay, to make sure that everything that was talked about was discussed. So Chad, I got to show y'all this, because last time I had an inspiration interview, like I said, it was his father. So I'm glad you told me earlier that you did not see all of it. So I'm going to show you a little bit of it. And I'm going to show Chad a little bit of it, because I want everybody to see, if I can pull it up, if I can find it. Golly, I should have probably already had pulled it up. Let's see. But I want everybody to see this part, because we're gonna do a little bit of recreation, just a little bit more ghetto, but there we go. Yes. All right. So,
Hello and welcome to.
So I'm gonna direct everybody's attention towards the end. So the end of this interview, like I said, everything that has been talked about has to be proved in some way, form, or fashion. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip. So for Mr. Edwin, we talked a little bit about his career behind the keys. So we had to prove that he had some skills behind the keys.
Concerns, emails about how I just can't sing. About how
You had
I should just let my auntie KPG International do the singing. Well, I tell you what, I'm in the lab with Brother Edwin. Him on the keys, me on the mic. What could go wrong? Now let me tell you like this. We got something special for you.
Dang, I'm doing a lot.
I got something special for you, baby. Yeah, talking to my wife.
Man, girl.
I know you watching this, so I gotta do a little something for you. Last night I saw you standing, and I started breathing.
And if you guys want to see the rest of it, definitely go back and watch that whole interview. But I want to show a little piece of that because when me and Mr. Edwin completed that task, he was like, man, you can give my son a run for his money. He didn't say that.
I'm about to say that.
But like he said, like, we're gonna probably put some reverb over this, but if I interpreted that,
If you cover this,
yeah,
if this eye.
if you twist it a little bit, it came off that way. So for now, we're gonna have to go a little acapella. We got viewers in the chat. We got a live chat. So I mean, you guys, it's not gonna be me. We're gonna have so you may have dropped in the chat live, but if you twist the words up a little bit, it's spelled backwards.
Okay.
But we're gonna have a little solo off. No music, no nothing. And you heard from me. He said, sing, I can do it. He said he could sing about 3 or 4 times in this interview before he even knew I was gonna do this. So guess what? Chat, you guys are gonna decide. And I'm gonna say, baby, what? But I'm gonna sing to my wife again. Sing to my wife again, and you guys can rate me at 1 to 10. And then he gonna go. He didn't have a clue that I was gonna ask him to do this. And then we gonna see who's better. So you know what? You don't want an instrumental? No, I don't want an instrumental.
Oh yeah, know the song.
So I have the privilege of this being my brainchild. So I've been rehearsing. So
Okay.
all right. So you guys sit back. You gotta thank you for my wife in the chat. Sit back, relax. Like this is for you. This is that time that you were song goes out to back before we was together. This is a song I wrote for you. Do it. I've got the lyrics on.
Okay.
I knew that was going. What's the lyrics? Wait. I used to think that I wasn't fine enough. I used to think that I wasn't wild enough. But I won't waste my time trying to figure out why you playing games. What's this all about? And I can't believe you're hurting me. I met your man, what a difference. What you see in me, you ain't seen in me. Guess it was all just make believe. Oh, love. Never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I can't do it the way she does, but I'm not gonna try. Love, never. What? Babe! Hey, don't give me the check for the song. Hey, 1 through 10, 1 through 10, bro. 1 through 10. But I know I've been working. I've been in the lab with your dad. Really haven't been in the lab since that day, but I'm just gonna keep throwing the cap out there. But I've been working on that. So if I get you, that means that the story may have been fabricated.
Okay.
So
Am I singing the same song?
you can sing whatever song that you would like.
Let's see.
I don't know why this is 3.
Three.
Okay, like 1 being the best. So 3, 5.
Okay, it's pretty good. I don't think it worked like that, but let's see. When you fit in your body, found somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. You say you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And everything in your past, you wanna let it go. Say I've been there, I've done that, bumped around. After all that, this is what I found. Nobody wants to be alone. If you touch by the words in this song, then maybe you. She throwing me out. Hold on. Yeah. She throwing me out.
Is that a pin being spammed in the chat?
Come on.
well, that's just one. So
That's father right there.
well, let's well, all
That's father. That's a father piece.
right. Well,
Father piece 100 gold right there.
well, I think that I guess I have to accept defeat.
We got see you see it? We got Chris Brown now.
So if he's Chris Brown, then what am I? You're gonna say, go ahead and say I'm J Davis. I already heard that before. So you're gonna have to come up with something. It's something. Anyway, brother, thank you for bringing it.
Always.
Thank you
Always.
for being here, brother. Man, you're doing the daggone thing. You did the daggone thing. You did a lot of stuff that people were being afraid to do. Everybody, your parents gave you a 9.97 and 9.5. So there's something that you missed that they didn't give you a 10. So
Gotta do that. Always run for the Always improve.
you got Tim's span in the chat. You got Chris Brown. Somebody called you Chris Brown. So man, I guess I'll accept my defeat. I've been working on that all week, but it's cool because guess what? This is my show. Y'all gonna be tuned in again. So
But if you gotta start somewhere, which means you practice. You keep practicing.
see, this is the whole reoccurring thing. I had to always work a little bit harder for my grades. But
It's okay
Yeah.
because hard work beat talent. When talent fail to work hard, remember that.
it's like you're trying to make me feel better. But it's working. It's a good quote. And with you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a little soft launch of what's to come. Thank you guys for your time. That's exactly why I gave that woman a son right there. Oh wait, I can't say that. Can't. There are kids in the chat. There are kids.
They had to come from somewhere.
But anyways, yeah, man. If you guys want to see more content, you guys want to, do things that much. You guys want to see this man again, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Anybody who didn't get a chance to see this, send the link to them. They can watch it back and whatnot. But without further ado, you guys got to go watch the other interviews that are already done. We got, excuse me, we got some. we got some great things planned for you on this channel. I got guests after guests. I got special things planned. So again, I don't know if I said this before, but like, comment, and
Subscribe. Shout out to J. Cole in the chat. Tomorrow, 9 years. You hear me? 9 years we've been doing this thing. Shout out to my children.
No. Hey, 2 years, man. 2 years, man.
I got to marriage you. So
I ain't gonna lie. When I first met her, not too much time behind that, but that's a different story. So,
different story for a different age, for a different audience.
yeah. But again, my boy Cam, all of y'all, thank y'all. It means the world. Eventually, this will be my full-time job, entertaining you guys and inspiring you guys. So, with all that being said, thank you. And it's been real.
Fire department, Lil, you cook.